Welcome back. In this video, we'll learn how to issue HTTP requests in parallel and speed up our rendering of the web page. So, we'll use Axios as usual. As you know, Axios returns a promise, and we'll also have our usual um, posts, comments, and users variables which are not populated yet, and we can just say post promise equal to axios.get. So axios.get, um, when you when this line is executed, an HTTP request is fired by uh, the browser, and it immediately starts executing the next line. It does not wait for the HTTP response. And this is why uh, the name Ajax comes from. The request is asynchronous. And of course, this also means that we don't know yet if the request will succeed or not. And that is why the response, rather the result given by axios.get is a promise and not the actual data itself. We don't know if we'll actually get the data that we need yet. So we have the posts promise, we have the comments promise, and finally the users promise. As you remember, to render our posts, we need all the data from all the three responses. So now we have to combine all the three promises, and once we get the responses from all the three HTTP requests, only then we are ready to render the web page. So that's why we have a convenience function provided by ES6 called promise.all. What it does is it composes all the promises into one promise, and it returns this new promise which is a combination of all these promises, and we can use this as any other promise. So now once all the three promises are fulfilled, then the callback you have to the then property will be called. So we can now have posts data, and then comments data, users data, which can then be assigned to posts equal to posts data, comments, and then finally users, and then we will render our posts. Okay, I hope this works. Let's see. An array is passed to this callback. So let me call it as data array or something, and then say oh, I think I just made a small syntactic error. I'm still getting used to the arrow function syntax. Posts data is not defined, but if I okay, I just have to say const. Okay, let's hope it works. And it did not. Okay, let's see what's the problem. Okay, so if you when I print users, I see that I have to do users.data. Previously we had to print the data over here, we have to extract the data to get the actual array, which I had not done, and that's why the error occurred. So yeah, I have to fix this small error. We have to do data because this response also contains other stuff such as headers and other things which we don't need. We just need the body, and that's why we have to do data. Okay, now I think it should work. Okay, yeah, all the requests were successful and we printed the value. Let's see the waterfall. In this case, we can see that all the requests are made in parallel. So when I do run, boom, all the three requests were made concurrently, and our speed increased drastically. You can see that there is not much time difference between the HTTP requests. So this is how you can use promises uh, in parallel to make HTTP requests in parallel. Sorry for making too many mistakes in this video. Hopefully the next video will be better.